Okay, so here is the clear-cut definition of a mixed raise. It is better than a preemptive raise and not as good as a limit raise. So imagine an auction where your partner opens one spade and you're looking at your cards, and please don't anybody bid at this point. And you look at your cards and you think, I've got a great fit with her, but I've only got 4 points. I've got 4 trumps and 4 points. Now, for those who play preemptive jump raises, they can jump to 3 spades with that hand. That would be a preemptive raise. We're quickly getting to the level equal to the number of trumps we have in the combined hands. And let's say you had a limit raise, 4 trumps, limit raise, 4 card support, limit raise, 1 spade, 3 spades. I've got 10 to 12 points and 4 trumps. So a mixed raise is somewhere between those two extremes. So definitely less than 10 and more than 5 or 6. So in fact, the definition is 7 to 9 with 4 trumps. Now, most of the time that we use a mixed raise, well, we'll come to it. Let's see what happens in this auction. 1 club, I'm going to help you here. An overcall of 1 spade. No points, so pass by Mary. Oh, by the way, let me introduce the guinea pigs. North is Kathy McQueen. East is Judy, easy to know who she is. South is Mary Duffy, and West is Leslie. So somebody asked me if I would please refer to the guinea pigs by their direction, because they didn't remember everybody's names when it's not clear. So I'll probably jump between the two. I'll do my best. But in any case, South has not enough points to make a negative double, nothing to say. And now Leslie has a fit in spades, and she's got 5, 8, 11 points. So what would she do to show that good fit with her partner's suit? She will Q bid to say, I've got a limit raise or better in your suit. We don't know whether she's got 3 trumps or 4 trumps, but the Q bid says, I have a limit raise. Okay, so please bid 2 clubs, Leslie. Thank you. So now what is poor Kathy to do after this? She has nothing to say. That's exactly right. And now Judy has 14 points and her partner promises at least 10. So and her king of clubs is favorably placed. So she's just going to barrel to 4 spades. And that will end the auction. And I'm happy to tell you that it makes 4 spades. And poor North-South can make nothing, despite North having 2 nice aces and King, Queen, 4th of hearts. So I think we're all very familiar with this kind of auction. An opening bid, an overcall, a Q bid to show a limit raise, and either we stop in 2 spades or we go to 4 spades. So any questions on this very basic auction? Okay, so moving along to the next board.
Rosemary,
So, yes.
before you move on to the next hand again, could you please show us at the table all the cards, please?
Okay, yes, thank you.
You can see them. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So this is almost the same, or no, it's a different hand, but I can't go backwards, I'm sorry.
No, just from moving on.
Okay. So Kathy again is the dealer, her hand hasn't changed. So 1 club, 1 spade overcall. And this time, South has points, 3, 6, 7, 10 points. And she has 4 of the other major. So South is going to make a negative double to promise some manner of points and 4 hearts. And now Leslie is going to jump to 3 spades, preemptive, 4 trumps and a very weak hand. Not good enough to bid 2 spades. Certainly nowhere near good enough to Q-bid. So 3 spades is fast arrival. Partner, I've got diddly, but I do have 4 trumps. Good luck. I'm trying to stop them from getting to their makeable place. Now, does Kathy have enough to bid 4 hearts? She's got 13 points. Her partner just made a negative double. Who knows? So if she bids 4 hearts, she might make it, she might go down. But does she have any defense against 3 spades? Not really. She's got 2 bullets. She doesn't know what her partner has. So it's very difficult. So here's what happens on this board that you can all see. 4 hearts goes down 2. So we'll be minus 100. 3 spades goes down 1. So you would be plus 50. North-south would be plus 50. So here, the preempt did really, really well for East-West because they're plus 100. They're not plus 140, but they're plus 100. If they'd been left to their own devices, they would be minus 50. I'd rather take plus 100. So that's the advantage of having a preemptive jump like this. Okay.
There's a
But
question, please.
experts don't want to have these preemptive jumps because these days people are doubling much more, and we're going for more than just our 50. Yes, you have a question, Paul?
Yes, if East-West in this hand was vulnerable, would West still bid the 3 spades?
Maybe. Depends what day of the week it is. So
any day that ends in day.
there's something called table presence. And what this means, well, it accounts for why some people do very well at their club in their home environment and not necessarily so well at tournaments, because these people have become really adept at knowing how their opponents are going to react. Are their opponents the kind that always take another bid? So by preempting, we might get them to go too high. Are their opponents always the very conservative ones who, if I just pass, they're not going to get to game without being pushed by us? They're very good at judging that. So if you're vulnerable, you should always say, look, if I go down because we have no points, the law will protect us. The law of total tricks will protect us. But if we're doubled down 2, that's worse than their game. Now, if you're not willing to take that risk, if you're willing to be minus 200 instead of minus 420, then take the push, bid it. But otherwise, you know, just watch vulnerability and be careful.
So based on that comment, when you're at the tournament and you have no idea who's playing against you, the best bet is to be conservative, question mark?
It's to stick to your regular framework. No crazies.
Yeah, okay.
No unnecessary sacrifices. You don't know who these people are. You don't know how good they are. You know, at the first table you sit at a tournament, you know you're playing against your peers. And in fact, you can usually guess because tables 3, 6, 9, 12 are usually the top players in the section. So
3, 6, 9, and 12 are the top?
They're usually the you know, flight A players.
Yes. Yeah, okay, thank you.
And if you sit at table 1, tables 1, 4, 7 are your peers. So when, like if you're at table 1 and you're a C player, now you might play a B player at table 2 and an A player at table 3.
Wow.
And then it starts over again. So that's a little bit of an assessment to help you.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's like new news to me.
Okay. All right, so let's go on to this board, board number 3.
I had another question, may I?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. This question is it a guess that your partner will have a spade That seems a bit risky. That seems a risky preempt after a one club opening.
No. It was a preemptive raise of partner's known suit. It went one club, one spade overcall. Double, a negative double, and then West jumped to 3 spades to say, I have 4 spades to go with the 5 you promised. So between the two East-West hands, there is a total of 9 spades. So I hope that clears up the question.
Yes,
Okay.
it did.
So we're on to this deal now. So Kathy's hand has not changed, 1 club, and Judy's hand hasn't changed much, so 1 spade. And now, okay, so now I'm going to teach you the mixed raise. So Leslie has a fit. West has a fit with her partner's spades. And she is going to jump Q-bid. So jump, she doesn't have a limit raise, so she can't bid 2 clubs. And she could bid 2 spades and then bid 3 spades. But by showing this hand and point count, she tells all of her story in 1 bid, and it puts a lot of pressure on North-South to find their place. So what suit has been bid by the opponents? Clubs. So Leslie West is going to jump to 3 clubs, alert. Just undo, Leslie, and I want you to type in the line.
I'm sorry.
Please type mixed raise. Got it. So now everybody who's watching can see, and the opponents here can see that the little alert box comes up saying 3 clubs promises a mixed raise. And if people say, what's that? Your answer is 7 to 9 with 4 spades. That's the exact definition of a mixed raise. Okay, so now
To use those words as opposed to just explain the bid.
You can explain the bid. You can say, I put mixed raise because that's what today's lesson is, and I want everybody to see that in writing. You could put 7 to 9 with 4 spades.
Okay, because a lot of directors say, don't tell us the name of the convention. Tell us the bid.
So 7 to 9 with 4 trumps. So now look at what's happened to North. North's got 13 points. He's got 4 hearts. Partner made a negative double. Should he bid 3 hearts or not? Well, this time I think he should. We don't have to bid 4 hearts. We can bid 3 hearts. Not, he's bidding 3 hearts to say, well, I've got 4 hearts. I've got the same minimum opener that I started with. I don't know what you've got, but I don't have enough to be in game unless you've got extras. And now what is East going to do? Well, East knows that their side has 9 trumps because this mixed jump Q, this jump Q bid to show a mixed raise always guarantees 4 trumps. So it's very easy for Judy to bid 3 spades. Are you with us, Judy? Good. And now Mary doesn't have enough. South doesn't have enough to go to 4 hearts. She's got a 6 count. And she heard this auction. If East had a very minimal overcall, she would pass 3 hearts. And because she knows her partner's got 9 points at most, so they don't have a game. But you can't go to game either. They've got something. So Leslie, of course, is going to pass at this point. She told her hand and her partner said no game. And that's where it is. So they're going to play 3 spades here. So the outcome of this deal is that, this is board number 3.
Yeah.
It's that 3 spades goes down 1. So the law of total tricks tells us that if 3 spades is going down, then they can make 3 hearts. On this hand, it's unfortunate. Double dummy, they cannot make 3 hearts. But who knows if they might make it if there's bad defense. Yesterday, I was in slam. I was in 6 no trump, and I think I made 7. So not only did I beat all the people who were in 6 spades, I got an absolute top because I made a trick more than anybody else. And it was because they just didn't take a king when it was offered. So, I mean, I didn't say, do you want to take your king? I just led to my queen on the board, and they ducked, hoping that their partner had the ace and that they would get their king later, but they never did. So, so it's a ducking technique that can work out very well for your side, but also very well for the declarer. Okay.
Questions, please.
Yes.
First question, on your convention card, how and where do you mark this?
In the box under 5 card majors, there's a place where you can put in other. So it's got responses, double raise after overcall, and then there's a line that says other. And you can put 1 spade, 3 spade, or you can put, I'm sorry, most of the time this is following an overcall. Okay, so spades was the overcall, and now the jump Q was a mixed raise. Put it in the box that says simple overcalls. And on the bottom line there, right, jump Q is a mixed raise.
Okay. Could you repeat that one time? I'm getting a message to repeat.
Yes. So in the box for simple overcall, because this jump Q bid can only be used when the opponent's bid first. So it's when your partner makes an overcall and you have a 4-card fit. A jump in the enemy suit or a jump Q bid is the mixed raise, 7 to 9 with 4 trumps. So we write that in the box on the left-hand side of your convention card under simple overcall, on the bottom line of that box. Jump Q equals mixed raise, MR. I use MR for mixed raise.
Thank you. Next question.
Yes.
I think it's referring to this hand. Would it matter if an overcall is in the 4th seat rather than 2nd and then doing weak preempt?
It would be the same. No matter which seat it is, I think you can use it the same way. If I'm understanding the question. If it went 1 club, pass, pass, 1 spade. So that would be in the 4th seat. The overcall will be in the 4th seat. And now double to make, now the opener might double to make her partner bid, but you could still make a jump Q to show the fit. Okay. So let's give, all of this has been with north opening and east overcalling and the pressure on west. So let's go on to the next deal and move it around the table. So this time, Judy is the dealer, so she's going to open the bidding. So 1 diamond by Judy, by east, and south is going to overcall. And now let's look at the west hand.
Question, please. White 2 spades.
Yes. Sorry, you have a question?
Yes, white 2 spades.
I don't know. Should be.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I just get all excited and
I hadn't even noticed.
I hadn't either.
So now West has a little bit of a dilemma. They'd like to bid. They don't have enough points to bid at the 2 level, but they can make a negative double. So this negative double promises 4 hearts. So now what is North going to do? North has a nice fit in spades, 4-card spade suit, 4, 6, 7 points. Sound familiar? 7 to 9 with 4 trumps. We're going to make a jump cubit. We're going to jump in the enemy suit, which is diamonds, to say we have this hand. 3 diamonds, jump Q, promising 7 to 9. 2 spades would say, I have a few points, at least 6, but I have 3 trump. So if you had 4 trumps, you would be 5 or 6 points. And if you had 7 to 9 points, you would have only 3 trump. So 3 diamonds says, I've got both. I've got 7 to 9, and I have 4 trumps. 2 diamonds would say, I have 3 or 4 trumps, but I have at least 10 points. So we can show a multitude of hands when we incorporate this bid into our system.
Rosemary,
Yes,
doesn't this bid also serve as a blocker?
exactly. That's why Q bids are so important.
There are a couple of questions.
Okay.
Okay. Let me take the first one. One person is suggesting that Judy in the East should have opened with a 1-note trump.
Well, I think it's off shape. 5, 4, 2, 2, a very straightforward rebid, 1 diamond, 2 clubs, and no stopper, only a doubleton spade and a no stopper in your doubleton heart. I personally would not open that 1-note trump. Some may, but I would not.
Okay, the next comment is, why is this preferable to bidding 2 spades and then coming back to 3?
Well, because as Wes just pointed out a moment ago, by using this jump Q bid, we're already at the 3 level. We make it very difficult for East to bid, make it impossible for East to bid 2 hearts now. East would have to decide between passing or bidding one of her other suits, or I don't know what she's going to do. We're already at her suit at the 3 level, and she wouldn't know whether to bid 3 hearts or not. So it's done a lot of damage. This jump Q has done a lot of damage to East-West without hurting North-South.
Okay. And next question is this. West, we understand, did the double. Did West have an option of bidding 3 diamonds?
She could have bid 2 diamonds or 3 diamonds, but she doesn't have enough diamonds to do that. Her partner opened a diamond, it might be a 3-card diamond suit. So West can't support diamonds with only 3 diamonds. Now she has 5 hearts, but she doesn't have enough points to bid 2 hearts over 1 spade, which is why she made the negative double. She can't bid no trump because she doesn't have a spade stopper. So she could pass and await developments, but most of us would like to show that we've got a 4-card heart suit and a few points. But now North's 3 diamond bid, this is the bid that has options. But she has a 4-card fit with her partner, and they agreed to play that a jump Q bid is 7 to 9 with 4 trumps. So it's the perfect bid to describe the North hand. And now, as I said, East doesn't know what to do. And pass is probably the best choice. And now South is saying, okay, partner, I've only got a little bitty overcall, so we don't have a game. And now West is up the creek without a paddle. Got 5 hearts, but not enough points to be bidding anything. Her partner didn't do anything. She's only got 3 of her partner's suit, and this is pretty awful. So all she can do is pass and then do her best to defeat the contract. So this is a very satisfying way for the overcaller side to get to their contract. They really mess up the opponents who thought they started with a lovely hand. So the outcome on this board, this is board 4, is that they can actually make 4 spades on this deal. But, you know, 10 points opposite 9 points, 19 points. It's like a little miracle that it makes so many tricks. But most people, I think, would only be in 3 spades. It happens to make 4 spades. East-West can make 3 diamonds, but they never had a chance to bid it. So this is a very destructive tool to injure the people who opened the bidding.
There are 2 more questions.
Go ahead.
First question regarding this hand. Could East have doubled the 3 diamond bid to show her partner she had a true diamond suit?
Well, I don't know that it would say she had a true diamond suit. I think it would say, you know, you're going to be on lead, so make certain that you lead it. Some people play there that a double says, I know you were going to lead my suit, but I don't want you to lead it. I want you to find a different lead. So you should have those agreements as well.
And the next question is just general. Would you repeat the alternative bids and what they would mean?
At which point in the auction? Okay, so I think I can figure it out. 1 diamond, 1 spade. Double. Okay, so now North has got a spade fit. So here's all the options. North could pass, but why would she with this hand? She could bid 2 spades, which would say, I have a fit with you and I have 6 to 9 points. That's true, but it doesn't tell the whole story. So once we learn this new tool. So she could bid 2 diamonds, a Q bid, to say, I have a fit with you and I have at least 10 points, but that's absolutely not true. So she can't do that. So the best bid for her hand is this jump Q bid, which is a mixed raise, 7 to 9 points and 4 trumps. So I hope that answers the question.
Rosemary, considering the power of this bid in terms of really defense and knocking people off their game, why did you open the lesson by saying you didn't think that we would be rushing to add this to our repertoire?
Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe you all think this is wonderful. But I'm going to tell you that I have a lot of very advanced partners who don't play this, who've never really heard of this. So I think if for those who are willing to embrace it, it's excellent. I mean, I'm at the stage now where I can't play without these new tools. I love this. How often does it come up? Once a month? I doubt that frequently. Once a year, maybe. I don't know. But when it comes up, it's perfect. Let's go on to the next deal. So South is the dealer. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I don't think double. No points means no bid. Okay. So it's tempting to want to bid. And theoretically, you could bid one spade because you have 5 of them. But you have so few points that you have to wait to see if your partner can make what's called a reopening double to say, listen, North, I know you passed, but I really want to hear from you. And until she does that, your job is to pass. Perfect. So Judy has been listening to every word that falls from my lips. She has said, my partner overcalled hearts. I have 4 of her trumps. I've got 7 to 9 points. She's going to love me for this. I hope she remembers. But it's so bizarre. She won't pass. I know that. All strange bids are forcing. I'm going to bid 3 diamonds. Jump Q is a mixed raise. 4 trumps, 7 to 9.
And that really messed me up because I would have said 2 no trump next. So now I just pass.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very difficult.
That's why it's so powerful.
So she really doesn't want to be bidding at the 3 level opposite a passed hand. So 3 hearts. So that's going to end the auction. And the result here is that 3 hearts goes down 1, but North-South can make 3 diamonds. But this jump Q got in the way so much that they're powerless, even though South's got something like 18 points. I mean, it's extraordinary. I think it must come up very rarely because going over these deals with you, I'm recognizing the power of it. And I haven't seen that at the table because it almost never comes up. So let's go on to the next hand.
So just not
Three of these at once. So West, you're up.
I'm bidding. I have 2-step bidding.
Okay, 1 heart, 1 spade. Thanks, Judy. 3 hearts, perfect. A jump Q is a mixed raise. So 4 trumps, 7 to 9 points. And now West is stymied. What can she do opposite a passed hand? Her partner could easily have bid 2 hearts if she had anything, or bid 1 no trump to say she had a spade stopper, or made a negative double to show the other suits. She could do nothing. And now North is saying 4, 7, and 6 is 13. I can't go any higher, much as I would like to, because my partner only promises a maximum of 9. And on this board, 3 spades makes exactly 3. And East-West, poor things, can make 3 hearts or 4 diamonds. But they can't find 4 diamonds here. And they're already above 3 hearts. Are you convinced? I think West is. Okay.
I think it's the Holy Grail. I love it.
Now, this bid is so powerful. Some people,
Would like to have questions.
some people, I think I've got my boards out of order. Some people played in this situation. So let's look at this board. Now, some people use it in this situation, in competition. 1 spade double three spades. In competition, a mixed raise. So normally after a double, well, we have choices. We could bid two spades. Some people play that one spade double, three spades is really, really weak with four trumps. But it's becoming popular to play this as a mixed raise, to say straight away, I've got four trumps and 7 to 9, because partner could have a really good hand and this person is doubling on shape. So this can also be a mixed raise, but you have to agree with your partner, whether or not in competition. Like most of us play that one spade double, three spades is weak. But I play this as, I'm sure I play this as a mixed raise with some partners. So clearly East-West are not going to find their heart fit because of this. Okay. Let's go on to the next board.
We have a question on the last board.
Okay.
One person wants to know, okay, 15 points, why not open the one no trump?
Because we don't open with a 5-card major until we master puppet statement.
Okay, another question. What about Drury?
Oh, was that a 3rd or 4th seat opener? If it was, I apologize.
And then a different question on the last hand, I believe, why not bid 2 hearts with a single spade, not vulnerable?
Oh, I can't remember the hand. I don't have it written down.
Sorry.
I can't go back and look. Well, let me see if I can't look at it, I don't think. I'm just going to see if I can look at it. That must have been board 7, right? Nobody had a singleton heart. Oh, you singleton spade, right? So what did you say? What was the question?
Why not bid 2 hearts with a singleton spade, not vulnerable?
What, East?
What?
East only has 4 hearts. And everybody was vulnerable. So I don't know what board we're talking about. Sorry. Okay, so let's look at this board. 1 spade, double. Looks like the same hand.
It is the same.
It is the same hand. Let's go on to.
It is the same.
Okay, so North is the dealer. And this time, East is going to pass. And now some people play that 1 spade, 3 spades, even without competition, is still a mixed raise. So 1 spade, 3 spades, mixed raise. I play this with Neil. So this seemed very bizarre to me when he introduced it, but that's what we play. So anytime I've got 4 trumps and 7 to 9 points, I can jump to 3 spades and he'll know what to do. So now you might ask, but what if you have a limit raise? So this time I've got a limit raise. I think it moved the dealer around and I didn't want it to. So I want to get back to Kathy to open the bidding again. So pass, 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 please. West pass. And North is going to open 1 spade again. And this time I've got a limit raise, but I play that 1 spade, 3 spades is a mixed raise. So how do I show my limit raise? As soon as East passes, South is going to jump to 3 clubs.
In this case, Rosemary, it looks like I've got, with distribution, 13 points though, but I'll pretend I have less than that.
You've got 12. You've got 12.
I don't count the doubleton.
Well,
Okay.
with this hand, this is like, it's like a good limit raise that probably will, whatever I bid, is probably going to bid 4 spades. And I'll show you why in just a moment. So please.
But you want me to bid 3 clubs?
Clubs, yes.
Okay. Okay.
And of course, we have to alert this as a limit raise, or 10 to 12 plus, like 12 and a half, but not 13 high card points. But we always have 4 trumps for this. Now, Neil and I play a very convoluted system over this, because he has a way to ask me if I have a singleton anywhere in my hand. And I can tell him what it is. I can tell him, no, I don't have one, or yes, it's this suit, etc. So it's very convoluted. I'm not going into that today. But suffice it to say, this says I've got this kind of hand, 10, 11, or 12 points with 4 trumps. So what would, thanks for putting that description in. So what would North do? She's got 4, 7, 10, 12, 15. Of course, she's going to bid 4 spades here. And it handily makes 4 spades. So what would I do if I had a better hand than this? Well, let's go on to the next board. This
We
is,
have a question.
sorry.
There was a question on the last hand.
Oh, okay.
This person is saying the hand had 3 jacks and singleton spade, 3 points for singleton spade. They're asking, looks like reverse Bergen.
Well, some people play Bergen. So you can't, often you give up one bid to enjoy a different bid. And you have to decide with your partner what the advantage is and what you want to do. So I have to tell you that I thought I had uploaded this beautiful, beautiful hand that was going to get to 6 of something, 6 spades, but it's disappeared. So I don't know what happened. You probably noticed that things went a bit fuzzy somewhere in here. And so I lost a board that I really wanted to show you, because if we play that 1 spade, 3 spades is a mixed raise, and 1 spade, 3 clubs is a limit raise, we reserve 1 spade, 2 no trump Jacoby for a hand with 4 trumps that is slamming, that really is interested in going to slam. So it has good controls. And there was a beautiful auction, but it's disappeared. I'm so sorry. It was beautiful, but maybe I'll show it to you next time, because I know it's there somewhere. It's just lost in the cloud, or lost in the ether. So any questions, any topic, anything that hasn't been covered so far? Okay, clear as mud. So I can see that my guinea pigs are anxious to bid this deal. Say,
First good hand.
Very good. I like North's double here to show spades. She doesn't have enough points to bid it herself. So East, your job is to bid 3 diamonds. Okay.
I'm torn. I only have 3. She's promised me 4.
Mm-hmm.
Should I risk it? I've got a lot of points.
You can't risk it.
Okay. Thank you.
Can't risk it. Because if you bid spades, she'll think you have 4. Okay. So now with what, 6 spades, North is going to bid 3 spades. So how do we know what she's got? Well, number one, we know she has less than 10 points, because if she had 10 points, she would have, well, let me start differently. We know she must have at least 5 spades because her partner does not have 4 or doesn't have enough points to bid. But if she's got 5 spades, how come she didn't bid it when she had the chance? Because she doesn't have 10 points. And if she doesn't have 10 points, she better have 6 spades because she's so high and she doesn't know if her partner's even got any. So she's sticking her neck out, but she didn't want to set out for diamonds, for 3 diamonds, because she knows that they must have an 8-card fit and she has 3. So South has 2 diamonds at most. And hopefully she's got a couple of spades and she can rough a diamond. And her partner did open the bidding. So her partner's got 13 and she's got 6. Both sides have around half the deck. So she's going to, stick her oar out or stick her oar in. She's going to bid 3 spades and spoil the opponent's fun. And now East-West have to decide whether they want to go any higher. And the answer is no, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. So what are you going to lead against 3 spades, Judy?
Well, she's thinking we do have a question on this hand.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead with the question, Paul.
Oh, I'm sorry. The question again, looking at South, why can't South open 1 no trump?
Card major.
Well, okay, the same as before, because we don't play puppet statement. Also, another guideline here is that with all the strength concentrated in 2 suits and wide open in both minors, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to open 1 no trump. So I'm going to be really mean and mean and mean.
Who's going to be mean? You? Like I have no memory.
Well done. Very nicely played, Mary. So when you have a long suit, sometimes it pays to come into the auction. And when you think about it, when we look at that auction, every bid was honest. It's not coming up. 1 heart, 2 diamonds, double. I have at least 4 spades. 3 diamonds, I have a fit with you and I have a smattering of points. Pass, pass, we've arrived. 3 spades. Partner, you open the bidding and I've got a long spade suit, less than 10 points. Don't punish me now. I hope you've got a couple of spades to go with what I have. And in fact, it made 4. Very nice.
Time for one more hand.
So a lot of people will open this 3 spades because they have 7 spades. Some will be a little bit more conservative because they have 3, 5, 6, 7 losers. That means they're going to lose, they can only take 6 tricks, so they're down 3. If that's doubled, that's 800, which is worse than the opponent's making a game. So I personally would only open this 2 spades. And I'll borrow a trick from my partner. But 3 spades is very damaging. No, I'm going to leave it in. 3 spades is very damaging to the opponents. So what are we going to do? It's really tough. Over 3 spades to bid at the 4 level, you have to have a really good hand. Now we have to assume that our partner is going down 2 because doubled is 500. That's still worse than their game, but she's certain we don't think she's going down 3. So for us to bid 4 spades, we have to have the 2 tricks she's going down plus an extra trick for the trick that we're going up. So we don't have it. We've only got 2 tricks for partner. So I think 4 spades is not a good choice. But who knows? No, you're not getting it.
Okay. I'm not playing it either. No bid is too high if it's your partner playing it.
Very.
So Judy's doubling down on the fact that I said, nope, no undos. So she's got 3 short tricks in her hand. Sometimes short tricks go away. By the way, let's just talk about this lead of the ace of diamonds. The only time that it's safe to lead an ace against a suit contract when we don't have the king as well is when your right-hand opponent preempted. Because now she could see the dummy, and she could see the king's not in the dummy. So either her partner has the king, probably does have the king, or it comes down like this singleton. It's very unusual for the preemptor to have good stuff in her suit to allow her to preempt like this, because they usually have top honors and a king elsewhere in the hand. So nobody will complain if you lead an ace without the king after there's been a preempt on your right. So Judy has made certain that we've got our 3 tricks, and now she's looking to get a 4th. Kathy, you have to play a card. Are you still there?
Wait a minute.
Well, you can claim 4 more tricks north. Still have to lose a spade.
There is a question.
Yes.
Okay, looking at this hand,
Mhm.
I was wondering, the question was, supposing that East-West did go to 4 hearts,
Mhm.
what would the outcome be?
Well, they're going to have to lose a couple of diamonds. They're going to lose 2 hearts and 2 diamonds, I think, because the ace is going to capture the king. And then the queen jack are going to be good. Unless they can get rid of them on the clubs, if they have the timing for that. I don't know. But I think here, the ace king of clubs lead. These 2 clubs go away. Then the ace of diamonds. And then they let a heart to the ace. And now straight away we can pitch the remaining club on the queen of diamonds and save a trick. So I think this went down 2. I think it should only have gone down 1. And going down 1 is not terrible.
Well, the question was based on the vulnerability of north-south.
Exactly, yes. Okay, so that ends the official part of today's lesson, but I'll hang around for a few minutes if anybody has any additional questions. I want to thank everybody for being here today. A couple of announcements.